joining me today. I hope everybody's had a lovely week and weekend and doing well with their budgets. I'm just going to go through quickly what we spent last week, and then obviously I'll go through this week's budget, but it's been a bad one. Right, Monday, Andy asked me to get a car part for $11.96. It was something to do with some pins or something on the wheel. Fine, that was okay. I didn't think that was too bad. So then we needed some coffee tablets at £10.79. I think it was a Descaler, but they last quite a few months, so I thought that's okay. So that came out the car folder, that came out the coffee folder. Victor needed a new UV bulb. Andy has them on timers, so I think it's every 6 months or so. So it was $18.65 from Pets. And Ben finished work and I asked him to get me a little bit of shopping, which was £15, because I hadn't been shopping that day because I wasn't feeling brilliant and I just didn't want to go. So I asked Ben to pick up a few bits from work. So that was that. Not too bad. Tuesday, it gets worse. Right, Andy come home from work and I really still didn't want to go shopping. So he tried to entice me by going and getting a chilled coffee from McDonald's. It worked. I had is it biscotti frappa? Oh, beautiful. And Andy, I can't remember what Andy had. He probably had a latte. Then we went to Lidl. £68.38. Over budget. Right, I thought, okay, I haven't bought anything really expensive. I haven't bought anything that I would say, well, that was bumped the shopping up. So I was quite shocked at what the bill was. Sorry, I'm just checking my camera because I'll explain why in a minute. Aldi, $11.50 because I couldn't get everything I needed from Lidl. I wanted some razor blades and I don't think they had the rice I needed, so I had to pop in there. $1.99 Pets, which that was okay. $3.50 self-care because I needed the biggest bar of chocolate I could find. And we was going to the cinema on Saturday. So I spent $7.50 in treats for 3 of us. But, I mean, a lot of it's still in the house. We didn't eat it all. I just didn't know what Ben wanted because he was at work. So I just got a few little bits. That came out the treat fund. You know, normal. Wednesday I stayed in. No spending. Thursday I bought a present for somebody, £13. And Ben come home and he was offered a job. Brilliant. His first computering job, what he's been training for. Good. It was a really good opportunity. £25 Chinese for 3 of us because I thought, why not? I mean, come on. He's worked for 5 years for this, so I think it deserved a Chinese. And I was still in a bit of a, I don't want to cook, I don't want to clean. I was doing one of those, so I think we took that out of a bit of treat, a bit of self-care. It come out of coffee, it come out a bit of everywhere. I was just like, you know, ruffling around trying to find enough for a Chinese. Friday, I did Harold shopping, the gentleman, online because, again, I couldn't be bothered to go shopping. And there were some really good offers, so I spent another $7.25 on us and $7.50 on the dog because they got his treats really cheap. So all this extra food money just came out of the additional debt. It was just easy that way. I'd overspent. I couldn't do nothing about it. I hadn't bought anything that I didn't need, sorry. I hadn't bought any luxury. It was just basic food. I mean, I don't know how else I can do it. I mean, I've got 2 men in the house. Andy's a very manual worker. Ben works really long hours. So they want a big dinner when they come in. I just don't know what else I can do. I'm really struggling with the food. And I'm going to Lidl and Aldi. So, I don't know. And then I've missed one thing out on Saturday. Bear with me. My pen ran out there, and because my wrist's hurt and I couldn't be bothered to write all out again, what I've done with my wrist is, sorry, I've just knocked some stuff off, is I've damaged the muscle in my arm from overworking. I've been advised to keep this on, keep putting pain relief on. I've got really strong pain relief from the doctors, a rub, icing it because it's swollen, or is it the tendon? And I've been advised to stay off it for a good few days. Well, I've been not doing anything the weekend, but I've started a bit today. It's killing me again already, so I've got to take it easy. So Saturday, on the morning, Andy took me to the tea rooms with Mum, and we had a couple of drinks for £9. I think that came out the coffee fund again, or it might have came out of debt. I took Mum's dog to the groomer, and it's an hour and a half. So we decided to go and have a nice bit of us time. So we did that. There's a new bakery that's opened in the village, so I had to go and be nosy. That was £3. I just bought bread. We needed bread anyway, so it wasn't like a luxury. And I had to pop to the pharmacy for £15. I needed some more pain stuff and bits and bobs. And we went to the cinema on the night, and I spent £1 on the car park. That's not bad. We were there 3 hours, so you can't grumble at that. The film we went to see was Jurassic Park. I didn't rate it, I'll be honest. Ben and Andy liked it, but I was a bit bored halfway through. I just wish I was at home so I could go and do a cup of tea, or it was one of those films where you could have just got up and done a bit and come back and not missed anything. Sorry about that. I had to pause filming and come back to it, so I do apologise. And then while I was doing that, I also remembered that we had a Burger King for £15 on the way to the cinema, because Ben had just finished work and Andy had just come in. So there was no time to get something to eat before the cinema. So we just had to get on with it. But Ben gave me £10 towards that, so it wasn't so bad. On Sunday, I came to buy the dog some dog food. I was looking around, which is a cheap supermarket, and it looks like it's been discontinued. So I don't know what I've put 15 there for. Sorry, I'm in my own little world this week. So as I was saying, I couldn't find it anywhere. Then I realised I think it's been discontinued. That's the dog food he loves, the dog food that suits him. And it's only £10 a bag. I mean, it's only like a little bag, but still, it's still good. So I found a website that's got it half price. So I went and bought £30 worth of food. And then it was £5 delivery. Or if I bought another bag of food, I got delivery free. So I thought it made sense to put the extra bag of food on, then pay £5 delivery. So that came out of Pets, £35. But there's enough there for probably 4 months worth for him. So don't have to worry now. And then Andy come in and said the shed's dangerous now. It's been falling down for quite a while. We just kept ignoring it, and it's got to a stage now where Andy said it's dangerous, so he pulled it down and we had to go and buy a shed, £300. It wasn't all the shed. Andy needed some bits to make the base because the floor's a bit uneven. I don't know. Andy came down with a list of all bits and pieces, and I just said, what's the total? The trouble is, it was one of those things that we was putting off, and it's got to a stage where we can't put it off no longer. And the trouble is, there's a lot of valuable stuff in the shed. Lawnmowers, trimmers, and he's got some fishing stuff in there, so we can't rehouse all that in the garage. It's just not a room. So it was one of those cases that we had to do it. So what I've done is I've sat down and I've re-emptied all the folders, put it all here, and then restuffed them where I think needs to go, and then I've given Andy 300. I thought it was better to take it out of these than to put it on a credit card or a pay later. And also, I didn't want to touch Christmas. I'm not starting saving all that again. So I just emptied all the folders. I put it in my cash tray. I took 300 out for Andy, and then I've put back in what I think. I'd just rather do it that way. It might not be the most sensible way, but it was the way I wanted to do it. I haven't got enough in any one folder to do it, just to take that out. So it was the way it was. And the other thing I wanted to say earlier, before I forget, is I did a video in the week of an extra cash stuffing, and I've deleted it. This week I've had such a funny mindset of just everything's been going wrong. I've not been doing things right. My phone was bleeping saying memory storage needed, so I just deleted it. Bulleted gate that I am. And then I sat there and thought, I needed that video. And the bin's empty, so it's gone now. But the folders have all been completely mixed up now anyway. So as we go through now, you'll see all the folders have been changed, all mixed up. I've put new challenges in some of them just to start afresh, just so it feels a little bit more enthusiastic to start a new challenge rather than keep looking at the old. It's just the way my mind works. Right, let's move on. Week 2 we're on now, aren't we? I'm going shopping tonight, so I need to do my purse. There's nothing left in it. I've got a couple of pounds and a bit of change there. Oh, right. Let's work this out then. I got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. That's for this week. Plus an extra 10, 20, 25, 30. That's for like cash stuffing as well. So I'll just put that there. I know it might be a bit awkward for you, but I have to make sure I've got at least enough for my purse. Right, food. I'm going to have to say 100. There's no point me saying, oh, I'll do it on 60, and I can't. So I'm going to do 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91. I'll just check that again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 81. Dog. I'm not going to put anything in actually because I've bought the dog food online. He's okay for treats. Oh, my phone's just dropped it better. The bird doesn't need nothing. Victor's okay, so I'm going to skip that this week. Miscellaneous is 15. 5 for me, 5 for Andy, and £5 just for if we need it. And home, I'm going to put 10 in. The reason being, I do need some toilet tissues this week, but Ben, he's bought these new suits. Well, he had the suit from Marks's, and he's bought another suit from Next. They're like hand wash, wool wash kind of thing. So I need to go and get some wool light for those. And he's bought all these really expensive shirts, and they're all different colours. So I need to go and get some washing powder for that, because the amount of money you spent on them, I don't want to just throw them in with other ones and they're not washed properly. Bless him. So I'll do all that. So what have I got left? I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 55 left. So let's see what we can do with that. Folder 1. Change. We've got 22p. So let's see what we can cross off with this. 22. There we go. Not going very fast, is it? But I've just been using everything. I don't know what's been going on this week, but it's been an absolute nightmare. And I got 3 50p. So 1, 2, 3. It's a good little challenge, this one is. I like this. So when I get to the end, I'll go and cash that in the bank and put the change in there, the notes in there, sorry. Buffer, as you can see, I've took a couple of pound off this when I restuffed it, but we've got £12 in here now. So I'm going to just put another, I'll just pop that there so you can see. I'm just going to pop another £1 in. I don't need to go mad with this, we'll just go slow and steady. And I've done the no spend for this week, which was only 1. Okay, so that folder doesn't like going back in. Self-care. I've put a new challenge in this. So book one £1 a book from Solera's Budget. So I'm going to colour in another book. Right, it's £1 a little icon, so I'm just going to do £1 per picture. I hope everybody's doing well with their budget. Oh, I've gone over a bit there. It's just been a funny, last month was a funny one, and it's carried on the spending, and it's not like we're spending through choice. It's like things are actually going wrong. I mean, we should be quite lucky that the money was in the folders and I haven't had to, you know, take money on a finance or something, but, you know, it just grieves you when you think of how much money a shed is. You know what I mean? Right, £5 in. I've took 3 out and put 5 in. But to be fair, we did need quite a big one, so. Close. Let's have a look. Right, I've started this one. Be a little nutty. I've got £24 in here. These are £2 each. So I think I'm just going to do 1. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'll just do 1. That's 2, and then I'll take out 3 and put 5 in. 3 times I've said this. He's bought 2 suits, one from Next, one from M&S. He bought 5 shirts from Next, a pair of M&S shoes. I think that was it, and it come in quite a few hundreds. So I said, I'll tell you what, I'll buy you a nice new tie. He's already bought a new tie. But I said, I'll buy you another nice tie, because that's all we really can afford to help him. So he was really happy with that, to be honest. Mum's bought him a... I think my phone keeps dropping. Sorry, I've just noticed my phone's dropped again. Mum's bought him a new bag to start work with. Not a bag. I don't know how to explain it. Like a rucksack kind of thing, but it's not like a school rucksack. It's like a smart one. So Mum's bought him that. It was a... Let me see if I get this right. A super dry one. Yeah. So she's got him there. It's the one he wanted, so we just, you know, follow lead. He tells us what he wants, so... So we're trying to help him out as much as we can. So we've got £3 left on this book club for gifts. I think I'm just going to do another £1. Sorry if I'm doing funny ticks that my arm is really killing me today again. I've been doing a few bits and I'm paying the price now. Treats. He's still keeping on his Saturday job for a little while. What he's currently working at, I'll change that for 10. He's going to drop down to 4 hours on a Saturday because he's got pensions and profit schemes and whatever with them. So he wants to stay there for as long as he can. So they've offered him 4 hours on a Saturday because he can't work more than 38 hours in a week or something. So £2 of flour. Now this is from, I think it's Studio Budgets. This was a gifted one. So I'm just going to do a flour for 2. I have changed some of the money. So this is treats. They're going to the cinema again next Saturday to see Superman. I definitely wouldn't be going to that one. And they're going the following week to see... Oh, I do not know what it was called. He did tell me. But Ben's got a cinema for the year pass. And then if you buy tickets through there, you get it really cheap. So Ben buys Andy's ticket and then Andy just gives him the money. Swap that. So I don't get involved. So I just, as long as I don't have to go and watch Marvel films, I'm happy. So this is £1 ago from Lily Ray Designs. I'm just going to put 2 in for medical because obviously it's been emptied. I really can't remember what the other film was called. They did tell me. Date night. I've left the same tracker in because I did enjoy this one. I should listen a bit more. They do offer me to go, but no. It's bad enough watching that Jurassic Park. I couldn't face watching a Marvel. So they go on their own. I know Andy's got a free Starbucks drink and a free Tim Hortons drink. So we might use one of those when he goes to the cinema. Because there is a Costa inside. So I'll put £2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I think I might change all that and just put a 10 in, you know. There we go. Next folder. We haven't got much left. Coffee. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in there. This is the July subscription, so I'm just going to scratch a random one off. That's fine. I'm not going to go mad with the coffee. We've just got everything we need. This is the one I'm starting for home. Get your ducks in a row. And I've completed number 1. I missed those little bubbles. I had to go back. And I'm on page number 2 now. This is for home. I'm not going to go mad. I'm just going to put the 2 in. Because it's got a fair bit in there. It's got like £30 odd pound in there. So I don't think we need anything for the home at the moment. We do need a new fitted sheet for the bed, or a couple. I think that's about it. Jobs, right, £30 in here. I've changed it to £2. I'll just put 6 in to finish that off because it was a bit high. And given the fact that I've had to empty everything, I just don't know if I'm going to be able to do those kind of amounts now. So I've just tweaked it a little bit. Andy did the weekend. No, sorry, Friday did he do it? Saturday. no, Friday, I got this TV unit I bought, and these have all been sat in the garage. This is how bad it is. And we currently had a really big TV unit that my mum gave me. It was solid wood, and it was quite big for the living room. I'm one of these people that I like less around me. I know that doesn't make sense with the state of my craft room. Sorry, my phone's dropping again. But this is because it's in such a little room, it always gets messy. But in the house, I don't like a lot around me. And the way the dog runs in and out, I like it quite spacious. So I wanted a smaller TV unit. So Andy mounted the TV on the wall for me quite a while ago. I've been waiting for him to put that trunk. Is it trunk in that you put on the wall that the wires go behind it? I've been waiting ages for him to do that. And so I bought this little unit ages ago. It was only on Amazon. 25, I think it was. It came out one of the folders. And it's got LED lights in it. It was just enough to put the Virgin box and that on. Well, the Virgin's now been changed, so we've got these little routers, tiny. So all that's on the unit is his PlayStation, really. So he was worried because when you put the little unit in front of the big wires all behind, it all looked a bit messy. So what he's done, he's made another, I don't know how to say it, like a plinth for the unit to sit on, the same width as the unit. So it actually looks part of the unit. And what he's done, he's encased all the wires inside it. And it looks really, really good. You'd never know it wasn't part of the unit. And he did it from bits of wood he had at the garage. And the trunking came at the garage, so none of it cost us any money. So I was really chuffed he'd done that this weekend for me. He didn't do nothing Sunday because he went fishing with an old friend from his previous job, which is fine. So we did get a nice job done this week, which I was quite pleased about. And it does look really good. So that's another job done that didn't cost us any money. Home bees, I've changed it to £1 just so I can get a little bit further, quicker on them. I'll put 4 in because I do want to go quite soon and get like bulk toilet roll and things like that. So there we go. Next one. I've got 20 there. Is Opticians. Now I've started this one. Froggy Funds 150. I've done the first page, which was odds and evens. And I've done the second page, which was butterflies. I'm on the third one now. And I crossed off a 5 because it was a big one. So what I'm going to do, Opticians has got, sorry, I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in there. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 80, 90. Okay. So, let's see what else we've got. I'll just do the first one for 2 now. I just did a 5 because I had a 5, so pets. Let's see what we've got in here. I'm playing the roll and pour game. I haven't done the track, I've just been putting the money in. I got 35, 40, 50, 55, 56 in there. I have done one bonus, but I won't show you what the bonus amount was in case anybody's playing and I don't want to spoil it for you. Right, 1. So I'll just cut off for 1. Oh, I should do my little paw get dice, sorry. 6, right. If you don't want to see what it is, turn away. I'm just randomly picking one out. So I'm going to put in what I've done so far. There we go. So I'm going to leave it there for this time. But I enjoyed that one, playing that one earlier. Emergency. Right, I'm playing this one from Sophie's Budgeting Life. Got £20 in. I'm doing the Pixel Party. I don't know if you're supposed to do it like this, but I'm just making my own little version up for what I've got to spend. So I'm just going to do 2. I don't know if you're supposed to do it like this, but I just wanted to do it bigger numbers when I was cash stuffing, putting the amounts back in the folders and leave the smaller amounts for weekly. So that's that. Right, next is this one, month ahead. Now I've left the £50 in here just so I didn't want to take too much out of that. And I've started again, so I'm going to leave that for a minute. Home, I'll do that at the end of the month. And I've been replenishing these, but I've changed the amount. So I'm going to leave the pamper and the car insurance and the car maintenance, the car tax. I'm just going to go straight to the MOT. I've currently got 15, 40, 55 pounds, 56 pounds in there. I'm doing each one of these as £2. So when I get to the bottom, I'll then cross them off again. Does that make sense? So I've got 2, 4, and then I'm going to go a different colour. 6, 8, 10. I just felt like doing it this way. Something different from last time. So I'm going to put another 10 in there. I've got Mr. MOT next month. And then birthdays is the next one. I did have to take a little bit out of birthdays, not this year's, next year, sorry. I took a little bit out of mum's. I'm currently doing this one for £2.50 a time. So I'm going to leave that for a minute because I've only got £11 left. So, and the last one is debt. I've taken out of game day, obviously, because we just haven't got the funds at the moment. I need to build back up all the folders from the shed and the overspend of food and that. So I've got a little bit of money in there for debt, and I'm currently doing this book. I've done the beach day and I've done the picnic. I'm now on this one, the ducks. I'd rather just focus on debt and get my folders up than worrying about game day for a minute. I'm going to, all these all 5s. Can I be naughty and go on to another? I'm going on to another page. I'm going on to picnic. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could have just done a 5, couldn't I, really? Never mind. So that gives me now £45 in there. So that's a good amount for debt. Plus I've got, I think, 30 in here. Oh no, 50 in there. So debt's doing okay. So I'm going to leave game day, like I've said, and just, I've got another £6. So I'm going to go back to the, I think, the opticians and the pet one, I think. Let me see. Oh, I get the right folder. Yeah. I think I'm going to go back into this one. I'm going to put a bit more in emergency because it'd be nice if something did crop up and we didn't have to worry about it. So I'm going to just put £3 in here. Excuse my colouring. But my arm is really killing me. So, take 2 out and put 5 in. So that's that, and then I'll put, I'll roll one pets. I'll roll another pets. Oh, 1. And put another £1 in pets. And let's try once more, but I doubt it. No. So that's another £1 gone into pets. And what we got here, opticians. I'll do another 2 in opticians. There we go. So that's all the spare money gone now. That's our weekly cash stuffing done. I am sorry that everything's kind of gone a little bit mishmash this couple of weeks. I can't really help it. I've just overspent, not intentionally, but it's happened, and obviously I can't let the house go to wreck and ruin. You know, things need to be done. They need to be done. And he's not the sort just to do things for the sake of it. If he says, you know, it's dangerous now, then it has to obviously be looked at. So, so that's that. So I hope you all have a good week. Just as a little note at the end, I did forget to say, I am still doing orders. I'm just a bit slower because I do a bit and then I have to rest it up. But I am still doing orders and getting stuff out. And I'm really sorry, but my phone keeps dipping in this holder today. I don't know what's going on with me. But, oh, before I go, I've also done monetization now. I've hit it. I'm just waiting for it to go through. It's being processed. But once that's gone through, I'll do a giveaway for that. So thank you very much for all your help to get me there. I do really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a lovely day. Take care. Bye.